Hi, it's Wednesday, and that means it's time for another video edition of Widower Wednesday. I'm Abel Keogh, author of the book Dating a Widower, and today we're addressing the subject of life after loss, or how to rebuild your life after the death of a spouse. Now, this comes from a heartbreaking comment that was left on one of my YouTube videos by a recent widower, and this is what he wrote. He goes, Abel, what if you don't have any friends that want to have you over? What if you have friends who are just superficial and say hi to you in passing, and that's all they do? What if even your own children don't call, or they don't bother to check in on you very often during the year, or just call periodically? And what if you're widowed and you live in a building full of other people who are just about as miserable as they can get, especially the older people? When my wife was alive, she decorated, she cooked, she had me pass out candy to the neighbors. She had me doing all kinds of things. She brightened the holidays, and now I don't have anyone to share that stuff with anymore. And sometimes you just think people are your friends, and it turns out it's all about them and never about you. I've had people tell me that I need to forget about my wife who passed away, and what kind of a friendship is that? Well, all I do know is that my faith in God is what keeps me going. All right, so to the widower who shared this, I want to know that I truly empathize with you and have compassion for you. And sadly, your words highlight a painful reality, and that is when you lose a spouse, you often lose friends and connections that once filled your life with joy. You may find that couples you used to spend time with have drifted away, or that close friends are now distant. And it's not just friendships that suffer. Relationships with family members, neighbors, coworkers can also change for the worse. There are many reasons for this shift, sadly. Sometimes friends feel uncomfortable navigating the new dynamics of your life, and others may not know how to support you, and they choose to pull away. Now, sometimes the bereaved person struggles to move forward, which creates barriers to social interactions. And now I can't speak this about the specifics of your situation, but what I do know is that you have a choice on how you respond to this loss, and that is you can either take action or you can let life pass you by. And what this means is you got to be proactive about changing your circumstances. Now, you can't do anything about the loss of your spouse, but if your friends aren't reaching out, don't hesitate to contact them. If that's not an option, look for meetup groups that align with your interests, or consider joining a civic or religious organization that provides opportunities to socialize. If you live in a building with others who might be feeling the same way, invite them over for a get to know you lunch or another activity, and emulate what your wife did. Spread out joy by passing treats to neighbors or doing something kind for those around you. I notice how your wife seemed to be the instigator of all this. Now it's your turn to be the instigator. So, be the change that you want to see. Reach out to old friends, and if they're unresponsive, seek out new friendships by connecting with people who share your interests. Take the initiative and bring joy to others, and like how your wife did, or come up with something new. If people are being miserable or old or grumpy or whatever, I bet you understand how they feel. So small acts of kindness can make a really big difference in their life, not only for the people that you share it with, but in your life as well. And even if it takes time to see results, simply getting out of the house and shaking up your routine can greatly enhance your mental and emotional well-being. Now, being widowed is undeniably tough, and I would say that it sucks, but it also presents an opportunity to start a new chapter, forge new friendships, and create new memories. So instead of relying on others for happiness, take charge of your own life and focus on making both yourself and those around you better off for having known you. And having done this myself, I can guarantee that's the way to success. And not just me, I've had lots of clients that have done it as well, where they've reached out and started new chapters. And yes, the road to starting a new chapter is not easy. It is sometimes difficult. It is fraught with all kinds of things, but the results are wonderful, and you can have a wonderful, happy life. And it doesn't have to involve marriage or dating or anything like that, but you can have a life full of friends and happiness and wake up every day ready for the next one. I'm Abel Keogh, author of the book Dating a Widower. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. You can also schedule a coaching session through the link in the description below, and I'll see you all next Wednesday.